Welcome back, boys and girls, to the closet. We love the closet. Safest place in the house to get these picks out to you guys. It is Tuesday, February something or other. This month is flying by. February the 18th, 2025. Didn't get a video out yesterday. Really short slate. Forced some picks on Twitter just to have some action, and they went 1-3 yesterday, so not the best day. But I digress. We move forward. It's Tuesday. It means it's college basketball day. The NBA comes back tomorrow, and we can get back rolling again. Just a quick recap. If you did follow us on Twitter, again, spreads and props. If you followed us over there, just go over these picks really quick yesterday. Stephen F. Austin -4.5. They had a sizable lead the entire game. They gave up a late three-pointer to East Texas A&M and ended up winning the game by 2. Definitely should have covered there. That one stung a bit. The second one, Texas Rio Grande, -4. They were up by like 6 or 8 points the entire game, and about the last 3 minutes of the game, they decided that they didn't want to score anymore, and they actually lost outright to Incarnate Word. Terrible, terrible loss. Utah, last night, -2. Utah is a good team. Utah is going to win at home. They're going to lend into another pick that we're going to make here in the video today as to why you take these teams at home, because this is what they've been doing. We have years and years of proof of these things happening. So Utah got it done last night. And then Duke just got out to a gigantic lead against Virginia, and Virginia looked like for a couple minutes they were going to help us out. We were on their team total under 59.5. It's a bet that we love to take. Virginia just doesn't score a lot of points. And last night, they were down 20, and Duke stopped playing defense, and Virginia got a couple late buckets. They ended up with 62 points, so lost that one by 2 points. So you go 1-3, but you live with that kind of stuff on a Monday. Terrible slate with just god-awful basketball games on yesterday. The betting yesterday was just for the degenerates, so if you participated, that's why you're back here today. So let's go ahead and get these picks out today. First pick we're going to go with, we're going to go to East Lansing. Purdue comes into town to visit Michigan State. This is one of the premier matchups, if not the premier matchup on the card. And this is a pick that we've been making for the last couple of weeks because this team just continues to do it. We're going to take the Purdue team total. It's set at 72.5, and we're going to take the over. That is extremely low for Purdue, so we understand why. Michigan State plays great defense. However, we've seen Michigan State in some spots, even at home, not come out with their best defensive effort. Purdue just lost over the weekend at home to Wisconsin. Purdue is +3.5 in the game, so I think Purdue comes out and tries to make some sort of a statement, and they're not going to do that with their defense. I expect this game to be a higher scoring game than the experts or Vegas or whatever you want to call it seems to think. And that just lends right into the team total for me. 72.5 is just too low for Purdue in any game going forward. If you see a number like that, you probably win 8 or 9 out of 10 times. And this is just one of those things where we can't pass up on a number like that, even though we know it's adjusted for the opponent with Michigan State being at home. I just don't see this game being played like that. Purdue hasn't played a game like that with that kind of slow, drag it out pace. Probably since the beginning of the year, since conference play really opened up, they've been dominating. They've scored 90 points several times, in the 80s a lot. And when they win basketball games, it's because of their offense. And this is going to be one of those spots, I think, that they probably could get the job done. +3.5, so that's something else to look at. But we're going to take Purdue team total over 72.5 as our first pick. Second pick, we're going to go to the team that just beat Purdue. We are going to go to Madison, Wisconsin. Wisconsin takes on Illinois. Illinois has been in a bit of a free fall recently, and they're just not playing their best basketball right now. And Wisconsin, coming off the big Purdue win, you would expect maybe a letdown, but here's the kicker. Illinois has beat Wisconsin 9 times in a row. And that's got to end at some point for a program that over the last 2 decades has been much better than the other one, and we go with Wisconsin there. They've just been a better team, especially at home at the Kohl Center. That place, I've been there myself. It's rocking. They play really well at home, and coming off this win, I think that they're going to have some excitement, and they're going to want to end this losing streak to Illinois. So I just see Wisconsin being able to play the game from the inside and score and rebound, and just the injuries to Illinois are going to mount up at some point here. They just lost Johnson, I think, to a broken wrist. So it's just something's got to give here, and I think that this is the perfect spot. -4 for Wisconsin. So we're on that. I wouldn't take it much higher than that. If the betting public gets all over Wisconsin and starts to get this number up to 5 or 6, I'd lay off of it. But -4 right now, I'd go with that. The next pick we're going to go with is going to be a MAC pick. We've been doing well with these team totals, both over and under, all year long, and I feel like this is just another spot for that. Ball State is going into Toledo. Toledo is one of the better teams in the MAC. They score a decent amount of points, I think 76 or 77 a game, but Ball State is just not a good defense. And that's really prevalent here with their recent scoring. They have to score points just to keep up with people, and I think that pushes Toledo over their team total tonight. So we're going to roll with Toledo's team total is going to be 82.5. I think the over-under is set in the 150s in this game with good reason. I think that Toledo doesn't do all the heavy lifting, but they're favored by 8 points. And I like them to beat Ball State and beat them pretty good. I think they actually cover that number of 8. So that's something you can look at if you don't like taking team totals or you don't have them available on your book. But Toledo -8 is a good pick, but we're going to roll with 82.5 as the team total for Toledo, and we're going to go over that total. So we like them to score some points. Fourth pick, we're going to go back to the well just like we did with Purdue. Akron is another team that we love to score a ton of points. Akron is also in the MAC. If you catch the theme, the MAC does not play much defense. It's kind of similar to the football league. You got 2 or 3 teams that just can't score any offense, so they try to play defense, but most of the other teams are just trying to score more points, get action going. So we like Akron to play Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois is a really good defensive team at home. Too bad this game is being played in Akron. These two teams met this year. They scored 150 combined points. It was 80-70. The total in this game is set at 158, so we got 9 more points on the board than the last meeting, but I think the location matters. Northern Illinois is shown to score well over 70 points a game on the road recently, and that's kind of where we see them at. We see if Akron can get to 90, which we think is very, very doable for them, we need Northern Illinois to score like 70 points. So 90-70 gets us there. I don't like this game to be particularly close, but I do think that Akron is one of those teams that doesn't take their foot off the gas, so we can expect both teams to score. I think Ball State Northern Illinois scores into the 70s, which is going to push Akron into the 90s, and we're going to go well over the total of 158 here. It's a big number for college basketball, but we like that. And then last but not least, we are going to head out to Provo, Utah. And this was a similar pick to what I was telling you about Utah last night. BYU is a team that you want to take when they play at home. They play a different level. They're playing literally a different level at the elevation that they're at. And they like to get in their gym and run. And they are playing a Kansas team that is good on paper. They have a good name. They have a good coach. They have players who have proven things in college basketball before. But as a team, they don't play well together. And BYU it's -2.5 right now. I would take it up to -4 if it gets there. That's about as high as I would go with that total. But right now, -2.5, that's just way too good of a line. I think BYU beats them by, 6 to 10 points. I think it's a pretty sizable victory. The crowd's going to be into the game. You got a ranked Kansas team coming in. You got to remember, these teams are newly conference foes over the last couple of years. So this Provo crowd has not seen, the Kansas Jayhawks, the school that invented basketball, play very often. So you get them there. The crowd's going to be pumped up. A big Tuesday night game. I believe it's probably on ESPN. So we just like Utah to come out, set the tone early, score inside, get Hunter Dickinson and maybe some foul trouble. And Kansas just isn't built to play the long game with a big team that can score inside and get some crowd noise going. So we just like BYU to pull away. I don't know if they pull away early, but this might be a little bit sweaty of a game for a little while, but 2.5 points, I think they more than easily clear that. So quick recap, we like Purdue over 72.5 as a team total. We like Wisconsin -4. We like Akron and Northern Illinois to go over the total of 158. We like BYU -2.5 at home. And then Toledo, the Rockets playing Ball State at home. We like their team total over 82.5. Give us a follow on Twitter, Spreads and Props. We probably will throw out at least one more pick tonight. I'm kind of looking at the big game. Texas A&M is playing Mississippi State. Mississippi State -2.5. Kind of looks like a good game. Almost made the card with that one. A couple other ones that we really did look at. UCLA -11.5. There's some games out there that may make it onto Twitter, just depending on, some more research and some more time, but want to get this video out to you guys. So again, give us a follow on Twitter, Spreads and Props. Run the likes up on this video. Let's go. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and let's continue to grow forward. And let's go green tonight.